toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Tulane's offense will have the football first. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender. Because
breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. On the run, it's McLeod. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The give to the back. Powers through the defender.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. After the run, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Tulane right back to the line. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
So the Memphis Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
He's got his man across the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
Here comes the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. Tulane right back to the line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He might want another play. Off play action on first down. It's complete on the right side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Buying some time. And that ball's free behind the line. Well, they fumbled the thing out of bounds, but they maintain possession, but it'll be right at the previous line of scrimmage. 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Rushes on him. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Got the first down and more. Nothing but green grass down the middle. At the 30. The tag. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Memphis.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking for space. It's McLeod. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Trying to keep the drive alive. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Off the play fake. Caught. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Off the play fake on first down. Going to try to get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The running back has it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Now on third down after that run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Gives it on the option. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And here comes the punt team.
Number 12 in punt formation to kick it away.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Takes the handoff. It's Hankins. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. Back to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football. This team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
They're dealing with a second and long.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They'll ride the hot hand. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air on second down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Levis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He'll get a fresh set down. Stopped at the 31-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Gibbs.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And it'll be down right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets away from one, finds room. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A strike downfield. They've got the 1st down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Tulane right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Catch in the middle. It's McLeod. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Slams it ahead. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Picked off, not the second half start they'd hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. On the ground, it's Hankins. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The give to the tailback. Push down for the tackle. Tulane right back to the line. Handoff to the lone back. Just plowing ahead. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Plucks it out of the air. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Bringing it back. They finally made the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Tulane, stuck with horrible field position, will try to get out of trouble on first down. Looking for room. It's Hood. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's going to go down after 1. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He's got an open man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put them in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But, Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Tiger. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Give to the running back. Got enough for the 1st down. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's good. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Tulane right back to the line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds. That you got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. I get tackled in bounds. The clock keeps ticking.
Quarterback floating away from pressure, and he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right on the money. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. They're working that left side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. They bring him down, but not before he picks up a Memphis first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes the easy one to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They're going back to the ground. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker is Memphis. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll throw it from the red zone. He caught it. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now in a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done some...
Touchdown, Memphis. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Extra point here will tie the game. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Tulane to the line, facing second and short. They feed him again. He's out past the 35. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
On the play.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
In a situation like this, it's all about confidence on offense, and having success early in the drive is paramount. And that's what you've seen. They've done a really good job here putting a few plays together. They've got some momentum. They've got to keep this thing up if they're going to go score.
On the move, it's good. He has the first and still on his feet. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. To the ground with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Tulane! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close.